Hello folks, Richard Moore, United States Anti-Gang Stalking Association. Let's see if I can pull this in this little, I've got an infrared night vision. See if we can get in here and get this little, see if I've got it in here. Here we go. All right. Let's get you right there. All right, if you'll watch that little light there, thing, it changes colors and everything. Now, what that is that's a headlight on a 1930 or 40 old rusted car that these people pulled out here facing my house a few months ago. That was kind of strange. Obviously, it doesn't run. It got a battery in it, as far as we know. If I get a little light on it. Right there, it sits. Oh, no. Let's see here. Boom. Now, I get my if you'll notice that flashing light, if you'll notice, one of those lights is lively. So last night, during a campaign of stalking, electronic frequencies, people out here tromping around, probably in ghillie suits, and who knows? Who really knows? Who really cares? And so now that I'm out here, it's Thursday night. Of course it's busy. I did a compilation of stalking traffic from approximately 5:30 yesterday to about 5:30 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. and it is an unbelievable circus. Now the reason I'm talking about this, these are abandoned, non-habitable house trailers, okay? Now if we get just right over the horizon there, you see this drone posted up. Let's get him pulled in here. There we go. All right, he stayed out there all night. It looks like a phantom. Excuse me, I'm still sick. It looks like one of them cheap phantoms. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it is. So that one with a couple of more. I know who most of these drones belong to and where they're coming from. These people that are stalking in Alpine, Mississippi with these drones think that they know what you're doing, but they think this is some kind of an unprovable gray area and it's not a crime. Well, I got news for you. There went it sounds like an airplane, but it can't ever go off of that. So we got that drone. If I spin right around here all the way behind me, it looks like we got the same make and model. That looks like the same as that other one. So it's like those cheap Phantoms. I'm gonna post the footage of them flying into my yard, and just crazy patterns, and creating streaks of light. You know, you take a flashlight and it just, you know, make a streak of light. So they're doing that right in front of my security cameras. Yeah, this has been going on for a long time. Again, somehow these people in Alpine, Mississippi believe that this is an unprovable, unprosecutable crime. Yeah, the perfect crime. These are criminals now. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it, what we're dealing with here. What's the purpose of that drone? And I've got plenty of footage. Dr. Stamwick has got hundreds of hours of the same thing, of the footage. We take that video footage and we slow it down to super slow. We take still shots, and honey, we got all the information we need on something that is some anomaly. For quite some time, I've had issues with, I would leave town and they would keep dickering with my system, attempting to overload it to knock my Wi-Fi offline. They succeeded one time. I have since reported that IC3.gov. That's the Department of Justice and the FBI's site when you have someone interfering with your hacking emails and doing these kind of things. So that's been reported. So I've got quite a bit of footage. It's about 1, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning of this car right here blinking. I mean, it looks almost like somebody is sitting back doing the Morse code with a flashlight. Okay, that left light right there. Once it became apparent that they were being filmed, then the next I've got several minutes of that ridiculous deal going on. Not only that, simultaneously, we've got this light, this weaponized light that's designed to create confusion and all these kind of things. They're sitting on this property here, okay? This property here is owned by the same family. There's different names. But from here over and then back to that water tower, and on the other side of that water tower, behind me, not this plot behind me, of course, I do have, let me get the camera, I'll see what I'm doing. This property behind me is owned by another individual. It's a big tract, goes all the way back through there. But once you get through that good sized little tract there, there's other families. They're all the same name right through here, right there. Same name over here across the street. And these stalkers here on the corner of Highway 9 and 171 right there. Okay? So I'm going and get to the point of what I'm making here. So Dr. Stanwyck, about 2 months ago, or less than 2 months ago, went to that old car, took his motorcycle to go to the old car, and got some extremely high frequencies from an old rusted out car that obviously doesn't run, coming out of that car. So now we know why that car is sitting there. Yeah, if you'll notice right here, we'll try to get some footage or some good pictures here. You can see fresh tracks. Now look, nobody lives in here. Fresh tracks going back and behind there. Again, it's the same people owns the property, and it goes right back through there. According to an investigator from the Lee County Sheriff's Department, and I'm quite sure he'll go on record, told me at the Lee County Jail that I think he was trying to quick fix the blame on who he was gunning for and put it on these people. He said, but these are the ones, and this is where the stalking's taking place. They're staging up on this property, the property on the other side of that tree line, back over there, the water tower, other side of the water tower. Over there is where our drone situation is going on. Here walking on the highway. I see like the traffic. I got this camera right here. They're not too, so I will make a point here. I've been saying this, but you know, talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. And for those that know me, know that I do a lot of talking. But I'll tell you one thing, brother. I absolutely do believe in putting legs under what I'm talking about. Stalking, under any circumstances, is a crime. All right. This is a tri-field meter. But what we're putting in here is that drone behind me. Okay. Oh, hi. Wi-Fi phone. See it peaking? All right, that is a malicious frequency coming from that drone right there. Right there. Okay. Now, got a little more footage of it. I'm not moving around, he's moving around. Well, I already know who the drone belongs to. That's the infrared. Yeah. Well, heat. Okay, that light here. Okay. See if we can get some pro. That's what these cowards love doing what they're doing. I see where our frequency. We peak, look at this. All right, now, I caught this one lurking last night, and then some smaller, like a phantom, a little cheap phantom drone. And I slowed them down. Get out of the road. I slowed it down to super slow speed, and they were flying and cutting patterns and stuff in front of my cameras to disturb the my surveillance cameras, to run cover for stalkers and ghillie suits and everything else. Let's see if we can get a little now right here, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it in there. I've got it though. All right, you see that one light that kind of lit up there? Here's the deal. I ran infrared heat detection and all that on the headlight of this old car that they decided they'd just pull and park it facing my house. I caught that last night flashing a pattern. Now this old car shouldn't even have a battery in it. Right in here there's some old tin off of an old barn that was torn out 100 years ago. So I come out December 28th, and one of the stalkers got over there and started rattling the hell out of a piece of tin as a distraction, where the rest of the stalkers could get out of the woods for noise cover. They do that. If they're out here creeping around, they'll have loud cars, and I'm going to put that in the video. I mean, I'm talking about 2 o'clock in the morning, they're riding lawnmowers with no mufflers, going 2 miles an hour up here. Noise campaign, along with the drones interfering with my camera system. Now, so there's a field right here. If I zoom out in, there's a house over there, all the way over there. So I caught the stalkers, about 15 or 20, rushing across this field, which again, this track all the way back behind my house and back over there, it's a pretty big track, belongs to somebody else. I got his name, he's gonna be in it because they're using he can't not be aware. So I get my car and drive down there, and lo and behold, there are cars scattering like rats leaving a sinking ship. They've all got their hazard lights on. People are jumping in their car, going 100 different directions. But I got what I needed, because the vehicle I caught coming out of the driveway twice was there. And so I get not arrested once, but twice from the person that the vehicle's registered to and the person that was driving it for stalking. Isn't that amazing? Which they're not going to go anywhere. But it seems that you can get arrested for stalking if you're a victim. But if you're a stalker, you get gaslighted. Well, we're not going to just keep doing that, ladies and gentlemen. So, I moved here about 6 years ago. These people on the other side of this tree line over here were shooting shotgun over here and pellets hitting it and all that kind of stuff. That's how they kicked it off. And then I caught some of the other family members on my property. I had some break-ins. Nothing was done. Other times, the individual that owns this land over here throwing things at me. One owns the land over there, shot a pistol at me. It's been on and on and on. So they staged on that property, and a whole bunch more property. Right here, behind that, and they drive back there, and they all park over there. That's the staging ground, other than the Alpine Volunteer Fire Department, which is owned by somebody else. So I've been at the courthouse half a day today. So, the deal is, I have a deputy sheriff that this is not a consensual witness, but he will be put on the stand and asked to repeat what he told me. All right. Now, so here's the quagmire. Same person right here on the corner of 171 and Highway 9. All right. These dumps are abandoned. But I can tell you one thing. Last night it was busy. You can see the fresh tire marks in the grass. You can see where the grass has been walked down, even around that old car over there. And so this is where they staged up. It's a drone. It cannot. The drones can't get enough attention. So I've got the property plat records. Who owns the property? So here's what's next, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to hold the property owners. I'm taking every one of them to court, all in one fell swoop. It's federal court, by the way. I spent several months researching the actual plan of action and the proper way to do it. I got this drawn up here. Let's give him some attention. Okay, more on. And I'm not going to quote the laws that a private citizen can use to take another private citizen to federal court. But there's several. There's several statutes and there's several legal remedies in federal court. Not only that, an official complaint with the FBI is going to be filed as well. Now, not to say they're going to do anything. They may not. I don't know. That's not my call to make. But it's important for every victim to realize whether or not you feel like they're going to do something or not is immaterial. The fact that you have gone through the proper procedure when it comes to filing against another civilian as opposed to someone acting under the color of law, which is a 1983 remedy. Now, there is a clause though. You can sue a private citizen in federal court for civil and constitutional rights violations if they are state actors or government actors. And so there is your caveat, boys and girls, which means if they are participating, went to a meeting, drank a cup of Kool-Aid, or shook the hand of somebody else involved in community policing, criminal, perverted gang stalking, that makes them a state actor, which absolutely puts them square in federal court for civil and constitutional rights violations, and that's of denying a person, amongst many things, their civil liberties of life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, and also going back to that, the federal gang stalking and the federal stalking, there is precedents already set, and believe it or not, FBI had to release a bunch of stuff on FOIA request, had to get sued for it, and they have been forced to investigate and prosecute groups of organized gang stalkers. We're not talking about biker gangs. We're not talking about Bloods, Crips, and none of that. We're talking about the first search of the Chosen Frozen that's been down here organizing in Masonic halls at mausoleums they call churches, doing God's work, or fake Christian rehabs. State actors, folks. So there's several ways to address this, and why I'm talking about federal court, there's a reason. You see, the problem we have with the state system, this is where it makes it impossible for the victims, is they're on the good old boy program. And the good old boy program is just simply, these judges run for election, and so, they're beholden to their constituency, slapping people on the back, licking each other's buttholes and everything else. And they all grown up around here. You know the deal. That is not the case in a federal courtroom. All federal judges are appointed by the President of the United States. It's a lifetime appointment, and they can stay in there until they're 300 years old. They retire when they want to, or they die. That's how long they stay on the bench, okay? It's a lifetime appointment. A federal judge is not, and it don't make a crap if you like what they rule on or not. He's going to get his job benefits and everything else. And if he didn't do his job right, you have the Court of Appeals. In this district, it's the 5th Circuit Court of Appeals, and which is a 3-judge panel. And with the cases that I have in here, if for some reason I don't prevail or something like that, that you can rest assured it will immediately get appealed to the 5th Circuit. And then from there, I will file a writ of certiorari for the United States Supreme Court and repeat this process until these people change the way they do business. Now, all that to say this: Dr. Stammet was told by a deputy at Union County Sheriff's Department he was community policing. Now, did he not deny that they had the community policing program, which is well known, it's not a secret, but he was the one running it. He happened to be the one out here on the mob scene with contract stalkers law enforcement, 3 or 4 cars deep, shouting death threats from that volunteer fire department that's named in 2 federal lawsuits at me. I'm not even on the porch. Yes, death threats, all that stuff. Law enforcement wouldn't even give Dr. Stanwyck their names. She tried 3 times to file a criminal complaint. They have my name on the complaint, said I come out and took a picture. And they had a juvenile with them. Like I broke the law or something. And let's get this fool in here. If it ain't loud, then we're not in Mississippi. And they're telling me how many different ways he's going to lock me up if I posted it. Well, I got news for you. We got so many people in law enforcement that know take an oath to uphold and protect the Constitution, never read the damn thing. That's First Amendment of protected speech, okay? There's some things that's not protected if it's libelous, or slanderous. But that's a civil matter. If I say something, and you say, well, that's the truth, that ain't loud, that's wrong, that's awful, sue me. But that's not a crime. It's a disagreement, at best. Freedom of the press and freedom of expression are First Amendment right. I have them on video threatening to violate my First Amendment rights, guaranteeing me that they would violate my First Amendment rights. That's the Sheriff's Department. Now, they're fully aware that they've got these clowns out here with drones interfering with my surveillance system. I'm a plaintiff in 3 federal lawsuits against corrupt law enforcement and organized stalking. I have filed injunction after injunction after injunction, and I will be filing another one this week. These are contractors that are known and that the sheriff runs the program. They continue to do it. They're continuing to hit my residents with malicious frequencies, interfering with my telephone reception, my Wi-Fi, my surveillance cameras, in order for them to commit crimes, property crimes, and crimes against myself. I've already had an attempt on my life, attempted murder. I have all the evidence. I have a witness. I have video footage and recording. Has there been a report taken? No. I'd have to give the report to the very agency that has already made it clear that it was open season and that they could do anything they wanted to. Every report I made, they did nothing with it. That's the reason I've got them in federal court. So, I'm having to take another route, and through the federal level, because when a contract perpetrator is in my house and he's sending a message from the sheriff of Union County, is not happy, and I'm giving a cocktail of death. I have all of this, and then they were talking about it with their handlers on speakerphone outside. That was being recorded. All that information is here, and it's documented. It's well established that the intentions, I was dead, I was gone, all of that language was used. It's not, none of it is something, just a conclusion that someone might come to. This is an unmitigated fact. I think that the attempted murder, not just one time, to shut up, to muzzle the plaintiff because he dared take him to task in federal court. So it was in this, if I get like, in this tree line, right through here. So you got this drone flying and running all kind of patterns and stuff. And so I've got the names of 2 of the drone operators. I don't need all of them. A year ago, I offered $10,000 reward for somebody to up that name, and it took about a year, and this person didn't want a dime. Everybody is not down with what these people are doing. I got it on good authority who the drone flyers are. And they have been tormenting and screwing with me for 6 years. And I have vowed, I've been very clear about it, if and when I ever find out who the drone flyers are out here continuously tormenting, stalking, I've caught them at my window, looking in my windows, flashing lights in my window at me. I said, it's not gonna be pretty. I also made the statement very clear right here in Alpine, Mississippi. When you organize and conspire and have Kool-Aid parties and they're parking their vehicles on your property and stalking and committing crimes against me and using your property as home base, honey, you are just as culpable and responsible for their crimes as they are. You're part of the deal. And in this particular case, these individuals are part of the deal. But they, up until this point, have believed it was unprosecutable, unprovable. There's nothing they can do about it. Well, I'm telling you what, folks. It's been half a day down at the courthouse, looking at the plats. I know who's got what. I got the names. I'm going to list it. I'm going to list the charges. I'm filing a federal criminal complaint with the Department of Justice, and I'm filing a federal civil lawsuit. And trust me, I have everything I need to get them in court. And I don't know what their story is going to be. What their story is going to be. But let me tell you, if you're interviewed or questioned by a federal agent about a crime and you lie to them, now, I don't know nothing about it, that in itself is a felony, and they will lock your ass up. So keep that in mind, boys and girls, when you start getting questioned. Now, I didn't put all of them in there. I got the immediate people around here that I have to see and smell every day that have thought it's cute to keep throwing garbage in my yard, thought it was cute to go down here and get these good old boys to come lock me up and terrorize me over bogus charges for crimes they committed, you see. I mean, it's like going down and murdering somebody and then, or trying to kill them, and you run to the police department first and say, look, I got to report this man tried to kill me. I almost didn't get away. Well, where is he? He's bleeding down on the sidewalk. Y'all might go see about him, but I will turn him in and lock him up. That's all that is. And so law enforcement doing their part because they run the program. When I outed a community-based agent that works for the Mississippi National Guard, and I started outing these people, the next day I'm out here doing a video, a reenactment of this scene of the stalking of December the 28th. And I started getting heavily stalked. Cars just about to run over me and everything else out here. The second one in that was the chief of the Alpine Volunteer Fire Department, running to the rescue. They got each other's back. All of you are a bunch of damn criminals. None of you know me. None of you know anything about me. I don't owe any of you any money. I ain't never stole nothing from you because I'm not a damn thief. And I'm not a damn deadbeat. I went to prison because a corrupt cop like the one you worship here in Union County, and a corrupt lawyer set me up. And if that happened to you, you'd be pissed off. And I get in this little horse shit one, it ain't even got a horse, piece of shit town, and these people immediately start undermining, stalking, harassing, noise campaigns, breaking in, stealing my property, destroying my automobiles, lies, smear tactics. Don't know any of them. Never got invited to church one time. And now that I look at it in hindsight, thank God. Because I'm not interested in going to a fake church. But that's the deal with these people here, folks. They started a hate campaign from day one. There's suspect number one over there shining a bright light through the woods. You can believe one thing. You can believe one thing. Jeremy Panel, baby, your name is on the list. You can believe that. A bunch more panels are too. It ain't all panels. So, win, lose, or draw, I tell you this, boys and girls, you're gonna pay some lawyers, and you're gonna have to pay a lot of money to go to court and either lie or take your medicine. But I promise you, the video footage that I've got and the witnesses that I can put on the stand that will attest. I'm not the only one y'all have done this to out here. Now remember this, not everybody is down with what y'all been doing. I am not the first victim. There's some credible, very credible people that are willing to double down on exactly what I'm saying. And the federal statute on criminal stalking is very serious. When two or more people conspire to threaten, intimidate, harass, cause bodily injury, blah, 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 all those things are in play. Now, there's other statutes that have to do with state actors. That means someone that is doing something because they're doing it because it's been sanctioned and green-lighted by law enforcement or someone under the color of the law, chief of police, fire chief, or what have you. Okay, so that makes that, and it's not a hard bar to meet. These people are getting funding and support and logistical and all these things from an agency, which therefore makes them a state actor. Therefore, there's a whole plethora of civil and criminal charges that can be brought and will be brought against. I've just pointed at these places around here. Now, I was waiting on a couple of dumbasses with an American flag flying in the back of their truck. You know, it's balloons or flags or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But they got their kids out here doing this stuff. And then when I catch them stalking, they run down there, the adults, and try to get charges on me. They're in fear of their life. Oh, well, we're going to get him. And I was sick and dying with COVID. I'm still not over it. And my attorney had already made arrangements and had arraigned me because of this COVID deal, and everything was signed. That information was given to the district attorney's office. But somehow, Union County, it took them over a week to get that memo. And I'm running over 100-degree temperature with COVID. Need somebody to bring me some water. I've got them creeping around my house, looking at them, peeping in my windows, beating on the doors every day, causing extra stress that COVID already causes, plus the fact I've got them in 2 federal laws. I don't want them on my property, period. And they can't say, well, we had a lawful reason to be here. Well, let me tell you what. It might not be this year, it might not be next year, but it's coming. That lawful reason that you claim, because your qualified immunity, by the way, is out the damn window. That lawful reason was for a warrant that that not only is in the wrong jurisdiction, is a damn lie, and Union County and Lee County knows it. So I don't care what judge signed it. That doesn't matter. I'll promise you, I beat you on qualified immunity. And you knew that I had already posted bond. You have frivolously, maliciously, and recklessly deprived me, my family, and friends of tens and thousands of dollars on bogus crimes to protect these moronic, inbred, criminal assholes out here. And I tell you, so they can get off some of that rusty ass money and give it to some lawyers. I want to see some attorneys build bigger houses and drive faster cars. I'm not gunning for any money. Here's what I'm gunning for. My word is good. None of you clowns know me. But today you decided to start screwing with somebody that you don't even know, even if you did know them, and violate their rights and act like ass clowns 24 hours a day, destroy my property, and call me everything but a child of God, and got the audacity to get mad if I call you what you really are. Let me tell you what. I made the vow. I said, we got one of these old codgers around here that done made a bet that he'd last longer than me. And I know who it is. And he may do it. But I'm going to tell you what. That old bastard is going to spend a war pension. And I'm going to take him down through there. I'm going to guarantee you that, ladies and gentlemen. Victims, the only way you'll prevail is you square your shoulders. And you document. And you take them to court. And you file those complaints. And you do it just as relentless as they do it. The only difference between you and the people you're filing the complaints is you're truthful and they are nothing but absolute liars, double-speaking bullshit artists. And let me tell you, I'm satisfied that walking in there, God, Jesus Christ is my Savior, and the Constitution as my rule book. I have no fear in whether or not I will prevail. When more people start doing what I'm doing, these people will start losing their appetite. When they start locking them up, and they start losing their property, and they have to explain to their families that you're not going to be able to explain it. Well, it was a Ponzi scheme and I didn't realize I was in it. No. You were involved in atrocities and crimes against humanity. Unspeakable. You're no better than a Nazi, gassing Jews and death camps. You are no better. And I'm not the only one that's taking these people to task. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep fighting. Follow me on YouTube, United States Anti-Gang Stalking Association, Quora, U.S. Anti-Gang Stalking, Facebook, United States Anti-Gang Stalking Association. Richard Moore, you can contact me through any of those. And also have a World Press blog. And those that watch me on YouTube and Facebook, I'm encouraging you to become a Patreon member. And if you like and support what I'm doing and our cause, You get exclusive content and more intimate conversations, and a lot of other things are soon to come on that. I also have a GoFundMe project that Jake Semerick set up. These things that I'm doing, folks, are not free. I'm having to spend money I don't have. And if it weren't for a few good people out there, by the grace of God, that step in, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. The devil meant to destroy everything. These people have been waiting and chomping at the bit, but the devil is a liar. But I do need your support. It is a critical time. I've gotten behind because of being sick. I've got more cases to file, and there's other victims all over this nation that people are reaching out to me that I need to go personally see, help them ascertain their case and what's going on, and do some interviews, and to bring more awareness, real awareness and real exposure to this. That's how you can do your part. You can support what I'm doing. Until next time, let me hear from you. God bless you. That's drone number 2 in Alpine.